Hello, good afternoon, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I just want to give a huge shout out to everybody who is getting tuned in on YouTube and also on the Book of Face, or Faceache as I like to call it. So guys, I'm actually streaming to two different places today. If for any reason you don't have a very good sound on one or the other, hop over to the other and see if it is better over there. So first and foremost, let's get some comments going. So let me know who you are or where you're listening from and what is going on in your world right now. It has been absolutely amazing time in my world. I am super excited to say it was my mummy's birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Mama Bear. Let's give her some love. It was absolutely incredible to, be able to see her and spend a little bit of time with her. Hi, Sylvia. How are you, my darling? Hello, Derek from Bonnie, Scotland. Hello, Hayley Wells, although you're still on as Hayley Middleton. Hayley Wells from Bournemouth. It is lovely to have you on. I hope you guys are doing well. How's your Monday been? Been any good? My Monday has been absolutely amazing. I have been I've coached some amazing people today. I feel very privileged to be connecting with some of the most incredible souls on the planet right now. And likewise with you guys when I jump on these videos. Now, I'm not doing live videos at the moment. So I hope lots of people jump on here because I keep getting messages like, is everything okay? And I just want to be really clear. I've actually handed my social media, my Instagram over to someone for a little while, just so that I can create more content and I can be very present in what I am doing. I don't know if you guys have heard, but there is a cheeky little seminar that is going to be held on the 22nd of March next year. And so my energy, my focus, my love is going into that right now, because for the first time ever, I'm going to do a seminar with a PowerPoint presentation. And I don't do that. So it's going to be really exciting. So there's a lot of, it's not going to be something that I can just channel on the go. So I'm having to tap into the energies and actually get myself organized, because this event is called the Quantum Series. It's actually part of a series, hence it's called the Quantum Series. But the event in March is called Mastering Your Mind. It's going to be very much about bringing your mind into the quantum and actually creating everything that you choose for your future. Now, let me know in the chat, smash the love heart or hit the thumb up button if you're on YouTube, and let me know if this is something that resonates with you. If it is, there is a special offer on until tomorrow. That's it. It is a Black Friday deal, and there is, I think, £20 off the ticket, something like that. It's either 20 or 22. You know me with my twos. So it's either 20 or £22 off the ticket. So it is well worth doing. I think it's £77 right now, the ticket. So if you want to come along to that, it is going to be very much, there is going to be some processes that I take you through, but it's going to be very much me talking to your mind, because I actually feel that we need to help create some shifts in regards to the mind. Let me know if that resonates with you guys. I feel that there is a lot of spiritual work taking place at the moment, which is amazing. Please don't think that I'm not saying that. You guys know I am that girl. However, I do feel it's time to bring some of the less spiritual people in and help them create from their mind as well. So this is going to be much more of if you have a husband or if you have a wife that's not quite woken up to what's going on around the world right now, or maybe the woo-woo, then this is going to be a very practical woo-woo event. So if you guys want to tap into that, then please do go to the description field of this video. They're already starting to channel me, as you can see by the nose rubbing. Wonderful. If you go over to the description of this field, wherever you are watching, it's on Facebook and it is also on YouTube, and you will be able to just find a clickable link where you can just go and buy the ticket. So today's video is premised off of an email that I received in my inbox very recently. It was a few weeks ago now, but I felt it is a really important topic to speak about. So today I decided to talk all about, can I heal? And if I can heal, how do I do it? So, how does that resonate with you guys? How do you feel about healing? Do you think it is a thing? Do you think that it is something that anybody can do? Or do you think that somebody else can do it for you? Let me know in the comments. Absolutely love that. So, before we go on any further, is everybody having an absolutely incredible December already? I know we're only 9 days in, but we are only 16 days away from Christmas. What? It is so getting so close now, and I literally cannot believe that it is that far away. So, where on earth has the year gone? I feel in hibernation mode now as the winter is fully in force, as we are storming our way to winter solstice in just a couple of weeks. If you haven't watched the December update and you haven't watched the December new moon update, then please do go and check those out. I was channeling the full moon energy update earlier today, and we are in for one wild ride, my friends. I haven't finished channeling it yet, and I will get onto that in the next couple of days, and I will get that filmed. So please do be patient with that. I think the full moon is around the 15th of this month, so in just under a week's time, I believe. Time is going very quickly right now. We have collapsed time. I said it at the end of November, and we've definitely done it again. We are like literally leapfrogging timelines right now, and what that means is that anybody that is not in the same resonance to you is dropping away. You may find yourself getting irritated with people. You might find yourself just stepping away from you very, very randomly, but never random. We are all being asked to really level up in a way that we have never leveled up before, and it's down to you guys whether you choose to do it. So Linda is saying on YouTube, I've watched both of the energy and new moon. It was wild. And it is the truth. It is going to get even more wild out there, Linda. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but we need to hold on to our panties, ladies and gents, because we are going on a ride for the rest of December and all the way into 2025. 2025, I've looked at the energies for the first few months, and it's almost like a little bomb that is going to go off next year. So as much as that might scare some of you, I'm really excited about it because it's out with the old and in with the new. And I am so ready for that. I am more ready for that than I ever have been. I'm having conversations with people that I never thought that I would be having, and it is absolutely incredible. So get some big girl and boy panties, grab hold of them and literally hold on to them as if your life depended on it, because it really is going to in the next 12 months. I'm going to be sat here this time next year giggling my socks off with you guys as to what has gone on this year. Yes, Nikki, it's going to be a glitter bomb for sure. There is going to be the sparkles, there is going to be the shines, but there is also going to be a lot of jaw-dropping moments where a number of people aren't quite ready yet for what is coming in store. So a number of people on YouTube have said that yes, you absolutely can heal, and I love the fact that you've answered that, because I truly believe yes, it doesn't matter what you have got, as long as you are open to recognizing where you are at, then you absolutely can heal. Now, ladies and gents, before we go on any further, Derek made me do it in the chat. Derek's made me do this. So Derek has said his big girl pants are on. Now, I really believe him because he came to the retreat in Spain and wore a bikini. So I genuinely have this image now of him in his big girl pants, sat there watching this video. It is absolutely brilliant. Derek is such a good sport. If you guys don't know him, he's a diamond in the rough, absolute salt of the earth, and a very, very good sport. He had a bet with somebody that, they would both wear bikinis, both guys on the retreat, and he turned up and did it and saw it through, and the other one didn't. So go, Derek. You are a man of your word, and that is something that is very rare these days. So I'm your number one fan now. I absolutely love it. Derek is a very, very, very good sport, and no doubt you will be hearing and seeing a lot more from him super soon, because there might be something coming. I'll share that with you guys in January, though, when the time is important to share this stuff. So right, let's talk about healing, because otherwise I could just sit here and have a chat with you guys all night, and you know that I love doing that. But let's talk about healing. So as you guys know, I have been on the most wild healing journey that I know, to be honest with you. I know lots of people who have healed cancer. I know lots of people who have healed all sorts of different things. However, I have healed lots of things, and I'm very comfortable sharing about it. And I'm also very comfortable being very clear with people what is required to do the work, because as much as I do believe absolutely anybody can heal anything, I do not believe anybody can heal you. So this video tonight is probably going to trigger some people, and I'm sure my response to the lady who actually emailed me and said, Lucy, I need your help, I need you to heal me, I'm sure my response to her email probably has disappointed her and probably triggered her slightly, because my response to her was something along the lines of course, of course I believe that you can heal, however, I can't do it for you. There are so many people out there. Now, this is one thing that I do not profess to do. Yes, I run healing events because what I do is I trigger the responses within you to be able to go and heal. However, I do not profess to be a healer, and I will never profess to be a healer. I have healed thousands of people around the world. Absolutely, I have. But I haven't physically held my hands out like this and healed them. What I have done is taken them to the place by they initiated the trauma that has created the physical response of cancer, of Alzheimer's, of thyroid disease. Let me know in the chat if you guys are understanding this, because this is a very, very important principle, and one I wish more people would speak about. I think it is wonderful to go for healing. I encourage all of you to go for healing, but do not expect that person to heal you miraculously, because it's never going to happen. You have to decide within yourself that you are worthy of letting go the thing that you have held on to create the dis-ease within your body in the first place. Now, again, I truly, truly believe there are people that can hold your hand on this journey. I'm one of millions around the world that can do it. I don't question that at all. However, I don't hear very many people being as brutally honest as I am around this. I could take money off of people saying, yeah, I'll heal you. No. I hold space for you. I ask you the right questions. I piss you off. I trigger you. Anyone that's been on any of my programs, feel free to pipe up at any time. This is the way that I work. I don't purposefully want to trigger you. However, you get triggered because of the conversations we have, because I put you on the spot and ask questions. And this is something that a lot of people don't recognize. Nobody can fix you. Not a counselor, not a therapist, not a healer. Okay, if you've got a broken bone and you need surgery, a surgeon can actually fix you. Absolutely, I agree with that. However, they cannot fix what's going on in the mind. They cannot fix the emotional trauma that took you. And I can speak about this legitimately. I don't know if you guys can see, but I've actually got pins in my hand. I had an accident when I was about, I don't know, maybe just shy of 30 maybe, and I ended up getting a spiral fracture all the way down this bone here. And basically, this is my right hand, and basically you guys know the right hand is to do with holding on to something from a male perspective. And all of my trauma was about my dad. Let's be honest about it. I've been very open about it over the years. In my perspective back then, everything to do with me was about my dad. So of course it was the right hand. I broke this hand 3 times. It wasn't just once that I got the memo. I got it 3 times. But the last time is when I actually had to I've got pins in my hand holding that bone together. So very often we would just look at that and be like, oh, that's an unfortunate accident. I don't look at anything like that. I did back then when I had my operation. But the good thing about my operation was when I came out of it, so I was supposed to be in surgery for 45 minutes. I came out after about 5 hours because when he went in, my hand was such a mess. Now, when I came out of surgery, my hand was up on like a meat cleaver. And I screamed the house, like screamed face down, and they just pumped me full of morphine, and off I went, and tramadol and all that stuff, and off I went to the land of wherever I went. I've never forgotten that pain, ever in my life, and I don't think I ever will do. It was the most painful, excruciating situation. And I'm talking over 15 years ago now. Now, it was in that moment that I made the decision that I was never going to experience a pain like that in my hand, or it like break another bone again. And unknowingly, I made a commitment to myself to heal. I didn't know what healing was back then. I didn't know that emotional trauma was a thing back then. You guys know that happened about 5 years later, when I all of a sudden started channeling that I'd created all of this stuff myself. I didn't even know that anybody else was out there speaking about this stuff. But then I got another gift. So the pain of my arm being racked up on a meat cleaver was one thing. And then I got left with a hand like this. I got left with a hand like a claw. Now, I very rarely talk about this situation, very, very rarely. I don't even know if I've ever spoken about it publicly, but my hand was a claw. And I had to get my head into why I had created this situation for myself. Now, I had to go for daily physiotherapy for 9 months to be able to do what I can do today with my right hand. I was told that every year in the winter, I would get excruciating pain. I would have all of these issues going forwards because of the metal and because of the damage that had been done. Obviously, the surgeon fixed me. But for that injury, that dis-ease, that sickness, that misregulation within my system that was creating all the issues with my right hand, that's where I needed to focus. Thankfully, it took me 9 months to heal from this. So that was almost a year done. And I only had 4 years until I actually got my awakening and actually got the recognition and the remembrance as to how powerful the human vessel is. Now, what is absolutely fascinating about this is I just couldn't use it. Now, this was a period of time when I was working for JP Morgan and I was working on the computers and all of that stuff. And I would go to work. Like, I was so dedicated to my job. I was so dedicated to this like persona that I had embodied. And I didn't realize, I never took a day off, not one day. In the whole time of it, not when I had the plaster cast on initially, not when I went for surgery. The day I had surgery, I was told I wasn't allowed to look at my BlackBerry, but I did. You know, I was that addicted to work. I was that addicted to this life that I was living that nothing, you know, I felt like I was indispensable. I had to be there, otherwise things would go wrong. And it was just a story that I'd convinced myself of. Now, I have said this so many times, and I'm going to say it here again. Every single part of your body has meaning. If you get bitten by a mosquito on your right shoulder, there is meaning to it. If you get bitten by a mosquito on your left ankle, there is meaning to it. I know it's just a mosquito. However, there is meaning to it. So let's go back to the dis-ease and the breaks and things like that. Do I believe that anybody can heal? Yes, I do. I believe that all cancer can be healed. I'm living proof that tumors can be healed. I'm absolutely living proof of that. I am living proof that underactive thyroid can be cleaned up and sorted out. I'm living proof that digestive issues can be sorted out. I'm living proof that hormone, or I'm going to do this because when people talk about hormone issues, it's kind of like, are they really hormone issues or is it other things going on? But you know what they banned to be hormone issues. I'm living proof of this being able to happen. I know Louise Blackberry. I am showing my age there, aren't I? I know I don't look young enough. I met a lady at the airport the other day and she said to me, we were having a conversation and I was talking to her about Soul School, funnily enough. I don't know how we got into the conversation, but we did. And she was like, oh my God, this sounds amazing. She said, can I look you up? And I said, yeah, of course, here's my details. She said, do you mind me asking how old you are? You seem very young to have had tumors. And I was like, no, I'm 45 years of age. And she was like, oh my God, I thought you were 28. I literally launched at her, hugged her and told her that she was my new best friend. So now I'm 28. I'm not 45 anymore. So yes, just getting back to the story rather than my little tangents. I I have been able to heal it all. Have been able to heal it all. And you can do that too. However, I never at any point in my journey, not for one moment, thought that somebody else could fix me. Not for one moment. I knew if something needed to be done, it had to be me. So any of you guys who are listening who are fixers and you just want to fix it and you just want to help, stop. You are actually doing people a disservice. And I really wish that I could get all of the coaches around the world in a room and actually have a discussion with them, and all of the counselors and all of the therapists and everybody like that. Because if we could actually bring people together and empower them to find their own path and to find their own power within, then absolutely everyone would have a path. So Linda has asked me on YouTube, do you think, Lucy, that was the universe stepping in to help you to start your healing journey? To be honest with you, Linda, I now know that I made a commitment to give up my health as part of my awakening journey. It's just I missed the memo. My health started, although I had like jaundice and stuff as a baby, I was really healthy until about early 20s. And that's when the hormone issues started to kick in, the digestive issues. I had tonsillitis, laryngitis, bronchitis without question. Every single month I was on antibiotics, underactive thyroid. All of this stuff happened in my early 20s because I'd missed the memo, because I was working in a career that wasn't where I was supposed to be. So basically, I sold my soul. And because I always said before I came in, look, if I sell my soul, you take my health. And that's how I'll get the awakening journey. And that's basically what happened. So my health was literally stripped bare from me to the point that I burnt out so significantly that I had to quit my 6-figure salary and my very healthy bonuses to literally go on a journey of awakening and a journey of healing my physical vessel. And ladies and gents, I didn't know when I got on that plane and left the United Kingdom, fearing that I would die if I didn't leave. I did not know what was going to happen. I did not know that I would heal. Like, I didn't even know what healing was. I just knew if I didn't leave, I would die. It was simple as that. I was taking too many drugs, although I wasn't too bad by that point, but I was still taking too many drugs. I was drinking too much alcohol. I was in way too much toxic relationships and things like that. I was not living in alignment with the person that I am at my core. So I'm mentioning these areas so that you guys start to get the memo. Where do you have situations, or where do you have something that is out of balance with your authentic being? You know, are you in a relationship is not healthy? Are you in a relationship whereby you have to shut your voice down? Otherwise, you know, you might end up in an argument. This is very, very, very important topic. You know, we have to recognize that we are creating every ounce of disease in our body, every ounce of it. So like I say, from head to toe, I was riddled with disease, riddled. I got on that plane and I went to California and Las Vegas first because that's what you do, right? You start traveling by going to watch Mayweather. Who was he fighting? Was it Pacquiao at that time? I think it was Mayweather Pacquiao or somebody. I don't remember, but I went to an amazing boxing fight in Vegas. I had the time of my life. Guns were shot and all sorts. It was fucking wild. If you've read my book, then you know how wild it was. It was absolutely wild when I was there. And then once I traveled from Vegas up to San Francisco, where I've recently been and done some work, I decided that it was, you know, I'd partied hard for a couple of weeks and I decided it was time to actually really get on the path. And I didn't anticipate what happened next. I stopped rushing. How many of you are rushers? Like, how many of you keep yourself constantly distracted? How many of you constantly need to be around people? How many of you rush from here to there to get stuff done rather than just sitting and being? How many of you buy stuff just because it's a distraction from how you're feeling? This was the position that I put myself in. I stopped for the first time in my life. I was a very active child. I was a very, very sporty child. I played sport at a very high level. So, I was constantly on the go. If you are a parent of young children, just consider rushing them from here to there, to there, to there, different activity every night. It wires children. I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just saying consider. I bounced around doing all different things. Of course, I wanted to do it, but I did that. So by the time I got to 35, my body was screwed. I hadn't stopped. I hadn't asked myself who I was, who I am, who I wanted to be, if I was in resonance. And this is why my breakthrough program is so successful. It's 5 days. I just ask you 5 really triggering questions and you get the gold. It's very important that we recognize everything that is going on with our body is a direct impact of the life that we are leading. Everything can be healed by stopping and changing. So Louise has put in the YouTube chat, I 100% agree, Lucy. Thanks for talking about this. What would you say nervous system issues could be linked to emotionally or insulin resistance? So first and foremost, the nervous system is a direct impact of you and the anxiety that you have had to hide or embody or deal with in your life. It is literally your nervous system shaking you to say you are wired. So everything that I have just spoken to you about, my nervous system was shot. My adrenals were shot completely because I was constant go, 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 go from a very young age. So my advice to anybody who has issues going on with the nervous system is stop. Stop pushing forwards. Stop keep on keeping on. Stop keeping a stiff upper lip. And sit there and make yourself squirm with how you have avoided your emotions for your whole life. Let me know, Louise, if this resonates with you. Insulin resistance is you have missed the sweetness of life. You've let the sweetness of life pass you by. Very serious, very full on. You've always seen the really serious side of life. And it's a very, very important thing that we talk about. Now, I have held space for many people to heal diabetes. Have I healed them? No. I've given them protocols, they've gone and done it, and they've healed themselves. So I truly believe, like I say, that anything can be healed. There are new things that are coming up all the time. I'm learning new things. I'm channeling new things all the time. A few months ago, I went for a massage in Australia, and obviously I've been doing a lot of Thai, not obviously, but I had been doing a lot of Thai boxing and boxing training. And so my body was quite fatigued anyway. I went for a massage because of that. And the lady actually overstretched my shoulder. And what was really fascinating, it was the massage that overstretched the shoulder. And I was like, wow, I wonder what it was within me that was bringing this in, because obviously the left shoulder is carrying the weight of the world on your shoulder. Well, not the left shoulder, but your shoulders are very much carrying the weight of the world. And the left is obviously female. Now, it's very interesting. So I stepped through the process of this. I walk my talk, guys, whenever I get an injury, which is very rare. But what I actually realized is I did a test over the summer because I do some certain processes on my Self-Love Club program, and I do them at retreats and things like that. And I actually stopped doing them for 2 months because I wanted to see if it made a difference. And I got my first injury in 10 years. I've been doing them for 10 years and I got my first injury in 10 years. So I'll just leave that with you. That is the power about setting yourself up in the morning and setting yourself up for success. There are things that I do every single day to set myself up so that I don't get injuries. And it was the first time, like I stopped doing it for 2 months. I guarantee I missed many, many signs by the universe and myself saying to me, look, Lucy, unless you get back into your routine, we're going to give you an injury. But of course, I missed the memo. I was enjoying myself. I was living the dream. I was feeling healthy. I was out running. I was meditating on the beach. I was really in the zone, but I didn't set myself up properly every single day. So Linda has put, I have had multiple breaks, like broke my nose 5 times, my collarbone, my right side, broke my bone and left my shoulder. So all of that, so the left side is female, the right side is masculine. So what you need to do there is look at all those different areas. Hang on, sorry, my phone's on volume, so I just need to turn that off because we don't need that beeping going on whilst I'm on here. You need to look at and this is what I would suggest to each of you, wherever you've had an issue in your body, look at what that does. Look at what your ribs do. What do your ribs do? Your ribs protect your heart. Your ribs protect your lungs. So, where do you feel like you need to protect yourself with your lungs and your heart? So that's the process that I go through every single time. And it's very, very important that we recognize this. We have to be extremely, extremely aware that this is emotional trauma coming up to the surface. Everything in the body is communicating with you as to where you are emotionally. Now, I drive people potty with this, right? I drive people absolutely potty with it because I'm like, okay, the first questions I ask, if someone says, oh, I've got a graze on my knee, I'm like, okay, right, who's stopping you stepping forwards? Where do you perceive a lack of support from the man or the woman, and they're like, oh my God, why do we have to do this? And it's because if we can get into alignment with our emotions, then we can heal everything. So task number 1 for all of you guys to do this evening is to actually have a very, very clear word with yourself and ask yourself where you are emotionally. And I'm not saying the stiff upper lip and the pretense that we have got over our parents getting divorced and our mum dying young or anything like that. Like, that's not what this is about. This is about you being really honest with yourself and owning the fact that these things have triggered things within you. You cannot heal your body until you recognize what it is that you have created to get the memo. This is why Self-Love Club is so powerful. It is one of the most it is the most powerful thing I've ever done. The results that we get is next level. Why? Because I don't ever say to anybody, I'm going to heal you. And this is why a lot of people don't want to do it, because I'm real with them. And I say, no, it's going to take you a lot of work. This is going to trigger you. This is going to create reactions within you. And you are going to want to run away. You are going to want to run to the mountains. However, if you can come and do this and recognize it in yourself, you will be set for life. You will be set to change anything, not only within you, but within your family unit, because you get the tools, you get the learning, you get the remembrance, and it is very important. So I stand by, absolutely no one on this planet can heal anybody else. We can offer the tools, we can offer the space, all of that things, absolutely. But can I go and heal Louise? No. Louise needs to be tired, sick and tired of her shit, and then come to me and be like, right, I'm ready to learn it now. If you've got digestive issues, you are angry. Fact. You have resentment. You have shame. Digestive issues. So look at those emotions. And we have to be honest with ourselves. I was so angry, Linda. I was so angry. I would go to the toilet like once every 2 weeks. It was ridiculous. I couldn't eat anything. Oh, I did eat everything, but I couldn't eat it because my guts would just really flare up. And it was because I was angry. I was pissed off. I was angry with my dad. I was angry with the world. I don't know about you guys, but my God, being a human being is really not fun most of the time, is it? I mean, we get to do really great things like have sex and eat great food and drink the wine, but like, it sucks. having to deal with people and problems and all that stuff. Like, it sucks until you get the memo and you realize that your experience is 100% based on the outlook that you have. So get real with yourself, Linda. What is your anger about? What do you feel ashamed of? Where do you have resentment towards people? Who let you down? So Louise has just said, I was forced to stop 2 years ago as I became bedbound. That's exactly what will happen unless you stop. I've done lots of work on my anxiety and self-love. I feel I'm almost there. Upbringing was very anxious, so it makes sense. You're very welcome. Also, lack of sweetness makes a lot of sense before my awakening. I had a very lack-based mindset. If you're still insulin resistant, then let me tell you straight, you haven't got it straight. I just want to be really, really honest with you. If you are still in issue with it, because you can heal it. So I would go even deeper. I feel that most people that watch these videos that aren't willing to, really come and do the deep work, you just scratch the surface and you think that you've got there. And then, like a lot of people say to me, yeah, but I dealt with this. That's the most common thing that has been said to me this year on Self-Love Club is people are like, yeah, but I've dealt with this. And I'm like, clearly not. And then they go deeper and all of a sudden they've dealt with it. And all of a sudden we've got people, I did a call with them last night. Everybody has lost weight on there. It's wild. Everybody 9-10 pounds kind of thing. And like, I don't think any of them came looking to lose weight, but they have, because they have shed the bullshit. They have led the heaviness. Linda, you'll have to do a program with somebody. It's as simple as that. You'll have to invest in yourself to actually, go get yourself a coach or get yourself somebody who can help you with this stuff. It's very, very, very important that if you want to do this, you've got to invest in yourself. And this is the biggest thing. Part of self-love is saying, I'm worthy of this. Part of your healing journey has to be, I deserve to heal. So many people go, just give me the information and I'll heal. You won't heal until you say, I am worthy. And I don't mean just say it. I mean, literally get to the point where you are like, nothing in this world is going to stop me healing. And that's what happened to me on that beach in Thailand. I said, I am sick and tired of being sick and tired, and I'm not doing this anymore. I am done. And I sat there and I grounded and I went in the ocean every single day, twice a day, every day. I would get up, I would get on my motorbike and I would drive to the beach. I would go for a run. I would jump in the ocean. I would pray and do all of my stuff, meditate on the beach. Then I would go back and I would do my Thai boxing and everything else I was doing. And then in the evening, I would go straight back down there and get in the ocean. I was grounding. I was taking time for me. I was being off my phone. I was being completely present and feeling the emotions for the first time in my life. And I felt safe doing that in the ocean. It is extremely important to realize that we are the problem. We are the problem. The decisions that we've made are the problem. The people that we've hung around are the problem. But we've made those choices. We have unconsciously, consciously, who knows, whichever way, we've made those choices. So it's very important that we acknowledge this. So Katie, one of my besties, is on, and she broke her left ankle very badly last year and it stopped her in her tracks. And exactly what I said to her at the time is, you have to be put on your arse. You have to be put on your backside. You have to be able to sit and feel. And then all of a sudden, stuff that she thought that she had dealt with was coming back to the surface. It is extremely important. There is no wiggle room for healing. If you are really, really dedicated to healing, there's no wiggle room for it. You can't go half in and half out, because you might heal. Like, I've had people that come to seminars with me and they have literally miracles take place because they're there and they're in the moment and they know that they are capable of healing and they're like, yes, 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 yes. But they weren't 100% convinced. Source gave them the gift of showing that they could heal. But then when they got home, they sabotaged themselves. So again, it comes back. And then they're like, Lucy, I healed, but now, and it's because the belief wasn't there. They didn't really have the self-worth to know that they were worthy. And it's the same with financial abundance. It's the same with any type of abundance, whether that's love, whether that is finance, whether that's sex, whether that's health, like whatever it is, you have to make the decision that you are capable of having that thing. And if you have any shred of doubt, you will not have it. Thank you, Lizzie. My little moderator is on. Yes, so I do Self Love Club online. The next intake is not until September 2025, though. So apologies for that. You can come to Soul School in the interim, but yeah, the next intake for Self Love Club is going to be in September. My guides seem to want to chat, which is brilliant. My healing took off when I got out of victim mode. What you said about that really helped me see with that within myself. You are very welcome, my honey. I like to talk about victim mode because most people don't want to talk about it. So for me, it's whenever anyone doesn't want to talk about a subject, I go straight in there, which is why I talk about sex and orgasms as much as I do, and poo. Especially in the Spanish hills when I'm talking to all the golfers about going to the toilet, which is a really cute subject. But hey, we laughed a lot at retreat on that. Right, everyone's talking about Self-Love Club, so I don't need to get involved in that. You guys can chat about that online, which is really beautiful. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that. Yes. Louise, we all need straight talking, and this is why there are so many people. Like, I could sit there and be like, Louise, come with me, I'll heal you. I'm not going to heal you. I can't heal you. You can make the decision to heal, absolutely. Now, you can do it on your own. You can do it with people helping, whatever. It doesn't matter, but you have to make that conscious choice, and you have to be sick and tired of that story. And I'll be honest with you, Louise, and I hope this really resonates with you, because I'm not giving you a hard time. I'm speaking from my heart, because I had to do this. I was sick and tired of taking antibiotics. I took antibiotics once a month, every single month, for about 5 to 7 years. My guts were destroyed anyway. Adding on those antibiotics on top just created even more issues. I was sick and tired. That's what I wanted to stop, Louise. I didn't even consider I could stop the digestive issues, get my underactive thyroid back in alignment, or, you know, all of the stuff that was going on with my womb at the time. And at that period, I was getting fibroids and polyps in the womb. And I never considered that I could heal any of that. All I wanted to do was get off the bloody antibiotics. And I committed to it. I said, I'm sick and tired of this, Lucy Davis. I am done popping pills. And look at what happened. I haven't taken antibiotics since September 2015. Thank the fucking Lord. I have not had to take anything like that. I've subsequently detoxed all of the vaccines I've ever taken. I have subsequently healed my guts. I've healed my heart. I've healed my womb. I've healed my thyroid. I've healed everything to do with me. And this is why I say to you guys, it is extremely, extremely important. Extremely important that you recognize it, you look at yourself without those rose-tinted glasses on. You take them off and you stamp on them. And when people bring things to you, i.e. they trigger you, recognize that that is healing within you. That's something that you need to look at. Guys, it is so powerful. Like, this is my favorite subject to talk about. Like, I love talking about health. I love talking about healing, but I want to be real with you. Please stop thinking that I can heal you, and stop believing anybody else as well. Like, at least I'm honest with you and I say, come with me and I'll teach you. I'll teach you how to heal yourself. Like, I've got a bloody good track record of it. It is so important that we recognize it. Oh, thank you, babe. I really appreciate that. So Louise on YouTube has put, I respect your honesty. It's what I like about you the most, Lucy. What you said is spot on. It's what I'm learning at the moment. My healing comes when I step into my power and responsibility. Go you. It's the only thing you can do. And Louise, if you need to go and plonk yourself on a beach with your feet in the sand somewhere to just get that memo and make that decision to yourself, then treat yourself. You know, love yourself enough to give you whatever it is that you need. That might just be going for a walk with your dog. I don't know. But just give yourself the power so that you can actually really embrace this journey to the fullest. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait for you to reach out to me and say, I've done it. My insulin is back into alignment and my nervous system is now at peace. I can't wait, because you have the power to do it. Lizzie has put, if you want to heal the world, you must heal yourself first. This is why I love Lucy. She walks her talk. I got the memo many years ago that I was here to change the world. I was here to help the world heal itself. How on earth can I nag you guys to heal yourself if I'm pissing about behind closed doors? I love a glass of wine still, guys. I love a glass of wine. You know, I'm not going to say that I don't, but I just limit it. I make sure that I have every now and again, and I have a beautiful organic red or something like that, you know, and I just have to rein it in because that girl is still there. You know, she's still there. She's still ready to go. But at the end of the day, I realized that the only person that was hurting me was me. The only person that could save me was me. The only person that could heal me was me. So, ladies and gents, if you know somebody who is desperate to heal, like I get people desperate, like they're oh my God, I'm so desperate, I would do anything. Share this video with them. Please share this video with them. We've got to stop blagging people. Now, to my healers, I know I've got loads and loads of healers that watch. I really support your work. I really support your work. But be honest with people and just let them know that, yes, you will give them the most incredible hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes of their life. Absolutely, you will. But there is nothing that you can do to physically heal people just like that. So let's just be honest about it. Let's take away the crap and the bullshit that is being created within the spiritual movement. I don't like that word, but there we go. And let's really, really bring it back to basics of empowering each other, knowing that we are all parts of the same team. We are all a little ball on the beads. Hey, Laura. Mwah, my birthday bestie. Not long to go, babes. Hopefully I'll see you soon, darling. We must recognize that if we can empower each other, actually, by me empowering you guys, I get loads of gold. And I wish that people would get the memo on that. By me sharing, by me helping people constantly, I get gold off the back of it. And I don't mean literal gold bars, but I have people really kind to me. I meet the most incredible people. I have people support me. They come to my seminars and all the rest of it. So it's an energy exchange. So what we need to be doing is, rather than thinking I can't possibly help that person because what if they're better than me? If they're better than you at that, you're obviously destined for doing something different. Let's go get it. Let's hold hands. Let's do this together. Let's bring us together in a unified front. Now, I know I'm biased, but to those of you asking about a program to look at trauma and healing, my Self-Love Club is probably one of the best. I've had many people around the world say it is the best. So I know I'm a bit biased because I run it and it's my baby, literally, but it is my healing journey from start to finish. So if that sounds like it might resonate, go and get yourself on the waiting list for Self-Love Club 2025. Like, we're only a few weeks away from 2025 now. And before we know it, we will be at the new intake. So please do head over there and get signed up for that. Like I say, all you get done at the moment is being put on a waiting list. And what I'll do is I'll share the link, because I don't think I've got the link in the description. So I'll go and add it to the description once I'm off this video. But guys, you have a choice. You have a choice to take your power back at any given moment. You also have a choice to be able to look at yourself without the rose-tinted glasses on. You have to be real with yourself. How pissed off you are that your parents got divorced. How fucking dare your granddad die. I had a gorgeous conversation with a girl today, and it was like I was listening to my own journey. And she was, she was sad that her granddad had passed, but I was like, it's okay to be angry with him. And it's very important that we get the memo on this. We have completely hidden the fact that we experience trauma, and we've been, we've hidden it, we've pushed it down, we've made everybody else feel comfortable. And I don't believe in that. If you need to have a hissy fit, have a hissy fit. I completely stand by you, but don't do it for the wrong reasons. Do it because you need to get things out of your cells. So Katie's put, it takes you on another level of self-responsibility and accountability. Not last night's call, another layer. I haven't even spoken to you about what went on last night. So that's quite interesting. I love that. And Cash has given it the big thumbs up as well. Definitely the best course I've taken. It's helped me transform myself and my family. It is amazing what happens to the family. Only one person needs to turn up in the family unit, changes. You know, it's amazing. I spent some time with my dad today. He said how proud he was at the massive change in me after doing Self-Love Club. I happened to be wearing my Self-Love Club hoodie at the time. Oh, I love that, Lizzie. I love that so much. Oh my God, that's absolutely incredible. Well, listen, guys, I'm going to leave it there for today. Please get the memo. Nobody can heal you. Like nobody's coming to save us. Nobody can heal you. Make the decision that you are worthy. And then go find somebody to help you or hold space for you. And let's get it done. You all deserve to feel $1 million every single day of the week. All right? I love you guys to the moon and stars. Hopefully I'll see some of you at either Soul School in February or the in-person event on the 22nd of March in Birmingham, where we will be going to a whole new level. Thank you very much, guys. I will enjoy my evening. I love you to the moon and stars. And I will see you guys on Conscious Conversations in a little bit. Mwah. Have a good evening. Ciao, ciao for now.